ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert, welcome back to your favorite mommy on the internet. Shortly we'll move on to a video about a woman making the argument that men are attracted to narcissistic, high maintenance women rather than to normal women somehow. But before that, gentlemen, I want to know your take on this, so let's get started.
I was in line this morning with my 6-year-old, and a grown man turned around and said to my 6-year-old, "My goodness, you sure are pretty." My 6-year-old is gorgeous, yes, but she is also very in tune and perceptive, and she's an introvert, so she grabbed my leg really tight. And I'm pretty chill. I'm in a 12-step program, so I'm less knee-jerk reactionary these days. I'm pretty chill. And then he repeated himself, "You sure are pretty. Look at those blue eyes." My daughter grabs me a little tighter. I give a little awkward, huh? And he's a boomer, God love him. And he said, "I guess your mom didn't teach you manners." And I let out an uncomfortable little, and the pause was long. It was long. And under his breath, he said, "Guess not." And I thought, we're gonna be here a while. I said very quietly, in a nice, firm, Jesus-loving way, posed it as a question because I know men's egos love that. And I said, if you assume that I didn't teach my 6-year-old daughter to say thank you to a grown, consenting man when he compliments her appearance, then you would be correct. And there was silence for 5 more minutes, and it was the longest silence of my life.
Well, gentlemen, what do you think about that? Now, of course, we can all understand that she indeed didn't teach her daughter models, behaviors, acceptable behaviors. And there's nothing weird with this man, by the way, right? Just because nowadays there's some weird stuff going on with kids, it has nothing to do with that. This is something absolutely normal to tell some young kid or something that they look beautiful, that they have a nice dress. All right, we even do that with dogs. Like, you see a cute dog on the street, and without knowing the owner, you still go and pet it, or you call the dog beautiful or something. So there was nothing wrong here. But of course, because this is a bitter woman, of course, single mother, and she eats bitterness, she craps bitterness, she breathes bitterness, she dreams bitterness. She's just a very miserable and bitter individual that you don't even want her to be in the same line to wherever the hell you are, right? This is just a very distasteful guy. I don't know, this guy, I don't know if she mentioned that he was a boomer or something, but I don't know if she mentioned he was in his 30s or something, cannot recall. But it's just a man trying to be nice and polite, and you respond by being a harpy, you know? So these women, guys, is just, why don't we just stop, Stop talking to them, stop entertaining them, stop helping them with the groceries, stop help them find directions, stop helping them at the gym, stop talking to them, And I don't say that coming from a place of resentfulness or something, but it's like, is it even worth it, gentlemen? Like, if you live in a rural area or a small city, you may still be able to do that and receive a normal response. But in these big cities, you're really playing it risky because most women there are just harpies. They are just bad people. And in your efforts to be nice and do something like maybe this guy was interested in her, in the woman, and he used the daughter to like spark up a conversation or something. Maybe, I don't know, maybe he was just being nice, but there were no bad intentions there, you know what I mean? But guys, it's just like, let's just stop. All right, it's not worth it. I hear from so many men that they used to open doors for women, in the same way that they did for men, but women will get all butthurt about it because, oh, you're implying that I cannot open it myself or crap like that. It's like, let's just stop, all right? And in the workplace, you make a slightly darker joke or something about the patriarchy, God forbid, and then that they go into HR to cry about how insensitive you are. It's just, come on, guys, let's just stop talking to these women. They don't even deserve the courtesy behaviors, all right? And I really am sorry for the women who are not harpies and they have to suffer because of these women's stupidity and bitterness. But look, it's just as a man, there's no incentive to even talk to these women. Like you'll probably spend a better day not talking to them at all. You know what I mean? What a bitter woman, guys. Just ruined my day. Her bitterness is so strong that it's just coming out of the screen and you know, going all around me. They're just black holes, these women. Everything about them is so negative all the time. Holy crap, I cannot stand this woman to even look at her for 1 minute. Can you imagine actually being with her, guys? Damn, I think I'd rather die. I'm immortal. I think I'd rather choose mortality than to live a life with this first harpy. What a pain in the back. Now, guys, enough about her. Let's move on to this one.
Alright, y'all are about to call me crazy, but if I wore all my promise rings at all times like this, does that look crazy? Does that look crazy? And you're probably like, Maria, why do you have so many rings that are different colors? It's because men don't pay attention to what color jewelry you wear because they're stupid. Second of all, that's also the reason why I have so many of them. I'm easy to fall in love with, and men are dumb. And they're always like, oh my gosh, like you're the most amazing, beautiful thing in the first year, and I want to marry you. And I mean, I want to marry me too. And you're like, where are those men now? Probably the fucking trash or jail. I don't keep up with trash, so I don't know. I don't call the dumpster. And I'm like, where's that one piece of trash I used to keep up?
It's funny how these women, guys, notice how they always say how men are trash, men are garbage, they are in jail. Madam, you pick them. Like, what does that say about you? You know? Like, these boyfriends are not like family. You don't choose family, alright? You do choose boyfriends, however. So what does it say about you that all your boyfriends are either in the trash compactor or in jail?
Keep up with. I don't know, but you can't judge the ring. Like you can't hate on the rings because like it's not their fault who gave it to me was trash. Aren't they so freaking pretty? Wait, oh, they're so freaking pretty. No, they're not real. I'm into broke men. Anyway, can I?
So the TikTok ends right here. While she's speaking, why did she cut it like that? But this woman, guys, out here collecting engagement rings like she's General Grievous, collecting the lightsabers of like the fallen soldiers. You know? She's out here collecting them, boys, from all the men that have been through her legs. Literally like General Grievous. I wouldn't be surprised if she splits her arms into four, you know? But beside the point, let's not talk about Star Wars. Let's rather talk about... She's wearing these rings with honor, you know, oh, they bought me these rings. But in reality, they're like big, massive L's on your persona, right? Like, they're like little badges that indicate massive losses and terrible decisions that you have made in life. I don't know, guys. If it was me, I will throw them away. I don't want people seeing me with like 7 engagement rings on my finger, like I am the biggest loser in the dating history of the world, right? Is what I will do. But also, she says they are fake. Can you imagine, guys, what big of a scam it will be to buy like this imitation ring that costs $5 to $10, and you gift it to a woman, saying how you are engaging, you know, oh, I want to marry you, and then you pump and dump her for whatever time you want, and then you leave. Now, I'm not inciting men to do that, right? I'm just saying that if you were to be an a-hole, you could do that. It's a perfect scam because you spend like $10 and you sort of lock her in, you know, but not inciting any of that, gentlemen. Let's now move on to our next TikTok. But now, gentlemen, let's check out why men love high maintenance women. He done, but I'm a man and I don't love entitled, narcissistic, pain in the back women. Yes, guys, but she knows you better than you do, alright? So let's have a listen.
Every guy that I've straight up told I'm high maintenance to has loved it, even if they acted like they hated it. Now, don't confuse the sentiment of high maintenance, okay? When I say high maintenance, I'm not talking about being unpleasant or difficult. I'm talking about having a standard that only a select few can meet. And the reason why, oh, hold on.
Yeah, guys, it's not about being difficult. It's about having a standard that only 10% of men can achieve, the top 10%, right? But it's not about being difficult. I mean, it's the same thing, just phrased in a different way. But look, guys, just don't think about it, all right?
The reason why they love that is because, one, they know that you're not just gonna pop your cork for every guy you see. Second, they want to feel like they have something over other men. Now, here's the kicker. This should be a whole other video. If you want me to make a video on this, I will. Women often think that men do things for the validation of other women. Wrong. I won't generalize every man out there in the world, but a certain caliber of man, he's doing the things he does in his life for other men. Yes. Conquest, status.
Well, gentlemen, she said one thing that is true, though, and that is that men want to, I mean, not brag about their wives or girlfriends, but, be proud of them. That's absolutely true. And the biggest flex for a woman in today's society is being normal, right? Being sane, being friendly, and being feminine is the biggest flex a woman can have nowadays. Not being difficult, all right? We have gajillions of women being difficult. All women are difficult nowadays. All have their standards: 7 feet, 6 pack, 6 digits, 7 digits, dark skin, blue eyes. They all are difficult and entitled through the roof. It's not a flex. It's the common 3 or 4. The flex is, can you be traditional? Can you be down to earth? Can you be pleasant to be around? That is a fucking flex. And yet I don't see no women advising for that. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to our next girly. This is a black woman, guys, and I gotta tell you, I don't often cover black women, but when I do, there's something about them, guys. I don't know, they just seem even worse dating options than white women in general. And that is saying something, because white women, holy hell, So, to my black brothers, how do you date these women? Do you even go for them, or do you just go for white ones, or what do you do, gentlemen? What is your experience dating black women? Because, I don't know, they're like a different breed when it comes to entitlement. White ones are very entitled, but black women, I don't know, they take it like a step further, if that makes sense. So let's take a look at this one.
You don't have a boyfriend, like what? But they don't realize it's so easy to have a boyfriend. But the kind of boyfriend that I want, baby, I don't think they want me. And the ones that want me, I don't want them at all. So I'm just at this in-between stage where I'm just minding my business, and everybody's minding everybody's business. No, everybody's minding their own business. I hope so. So yeah, at this point, I just have to, focus on myself and, continue to just be the baddie that is just single, and everyone wonders why she's single. But trust me, the day that I get that man that I've been waiting for, the one that God has promised to me, that Odogu, definitely wouldn't post him. But it will be evident that this babe is getting treated well.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure he's just around the corner. Like any minute now, right? As we speak, gentlemen, as I speak, he may have already come, and they're treating this woman well. So there it is. Otherwise, just keep working up until your 70s. It's all right. Keep picking the bears over the men. Keep increasing your standards. Keep wondering, why is it that all the men that I want don't want me back, but the men that want me, I don't want? Yeah, how does that happen, Jim? It's such a common phenomenon. Keep asking yourself that. And in the process, I'm sure that 10 out of 10 Chad that you're thinking about is going to materialize. So we'll leave this one here, guys, to ponder about these questions, and instead we'll move on to our article story. As the title says, boyfriend admitted to cheating but says he didn't have S3X. Hi, I'm a 29-year-old female and my boyfriend, 28-year-old male, admitted to cheating on me when he went for work trip to Africa. Ah, yes, the classic work trip cheating, guys. Isn't that the most common way to cheat? You know, oh, I'm going on a vacation to somewhere, and it always happens, right? There's a reason why you get that gut feeling when one of your girlfriends has went to a trip to somewhere. He met a girl at the airport and admitted that after a night out, he called her to his room and got a BJ and some other oral related stuff. I won't go into detail. I love how by her saying I won't go into detail, she made a perfectly clear picture in all of our minds of what exactly went on, other than the BJ, right? But she won't go into detail, guys. He said he didn't have S3X with her, but it's a little hard to believe. Her journey was an hour and a half to come see him in his hotel room, and he said she spent about an hour and a bit in his room. The timings don't add up. He rang me in the morning at 10ish, telling me that he will be busy in the day, so I may not hear from him. When I checked his Uber history, the girl left his room at around 2:50 p.m., but it seems like she got the Uber to his hotel from herself, but he got her the Uber back to home. I don't have any evidence of when she came to the room. It's hard to believe that this girl will come all the way just for that and no demands for herself. She's just benevolent, guys, you know, she's so generous, this woman. He did say he paid her a bit after because she was poor. It's all so confusing and I know I won't get the full truth. Madam, you already got the full truth. You don't need the details, really. Too long didn't read it. I feel like my boyfriend did more than what he's admitting, but I have no proof. Alright, 2 red flags here. First, your boyfriend. Massive red flag. Second red flag, that you still call him boyfriend. Alright, the fact that you're thinking about what went down instead of when is this man going to get his things and get out of my life is a red flag. Like, why? I mean, I get the point, you're curious about it, but you can still be curious about it after you've broken up, you know? And Hidan, how do you know she didn't? Because at the time of writing this, she still calls him her boyfriend, you know? So why isn't he already an ex-boyfriend? He cheated on you. Oh, but it wasn't, you know, a certain sort of penetration. It was oral. Don't care. It's the same thing, you know? Like, why do you care that much? I don't know, guys. I don't understand why we're having this conversation. And the first comment here by Mac Kitten Man. How can you be a kitten and a man at the same time? Does it even matter? He says. Your boyfriend received a BJ from another woman. That's cheating. The specifics are irrelevant. You know plenty enough to break up with him. Yeah, exactly, guys. That's what I'm saying. Why is she thinking about, the Uber came in at this time, but this other time, you know, Sherlock Holmes out here. Bro, just cut him out of your life. It's over. He cheated. Don't care about the specifics. But gentlemen, we'll leave the video right here with a question. What do you consider cheating? Does it have to be a direct, act? Is oral stuff or hand stuff still cheating? Is a kiss still cheating? Is romantic stuff, even without the kiss, romantic stuff, is that cheating? Like, you find your couple, girlfriend, whatever, meeting another man, going on coffee dates with him, chuckling with him and all that. He buys her flowers. Do you consider that cheating even if there's no kiss? Like, what exactly will you categorize as cheating? Answer me that, gentlemen. I'll read your comments and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.